Hello and welcome to Hollywood Echoes. Today, we're going to talk about the most famous smokers in Hollywood history. In this video, 10 biggest chain smokers in Hollywood history will explore the stories of the stars who became one with cigarettes in front of and behind the scenes. They were iconic figures of a time when smoking was not just a habit, but a lifestyle. If you're ready, we're going on a journey through the smoky corridors of Hollywood. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Humphrey Bogart. Humphrey Bogart, one of Hollywood's most iconic actors, was known for his roles in classic films such as Casablanca and The Maltese Falcon. Bogart's tough, enigmatic image was often complemented by a cigarette in hand, adding to his rugged, noir persona. His smoking habit became a signature part of his character, both on and off screen, reinforcing the idea of the brooding anti-hero. However, this same smoking habit ultimately took a toll on his health, leading to his death from esophageal cancer in 1957. Despite the allure of his smoky image, Bogart's reliance on cigarettes and the toll it took on his health served as a tragic reminder of the real consequences of smoking. His legacy as a Hollywood legend is still celebrated today, but his early death from smoking-related illness highlights the dangers associated with the habit. Bogart's on-screen presence may have been defined by a cigarette, but his life and death serve as a stark reminder of the destructive power of addiction. Bette Davis. Bette Davis, known for her commanding performances and fierce independence, was also a heavy smoker. Whether in her films or personal life, a cigarette was often seen in her hand, reinforcing her image as a strong-willed and defiant figure. Davis's smoking habit became a part of her on-screen persona, symbolizing her unyielding nature and rebellious spirit. However, as with many actors of her era, this smoking habit had lasting effects on her health. In her later years, Davis suffered from a variety of health issues, many of which were exacerbated by her smoking. Her battle with cancer was well known, and while she left behind a legendary film career, her health struggles were a reminder of the dangers of smoking. Despite the personal toll, Davis's legacy as one of the greatest actresses in Hollywood history remains intact. Her contributions to film, her iconic roles, and her trailblazing career are far more enduring than her personal habits. Still, her smoking serves as a cautionary tale about the long-term consequences of addiction. James Dean. James Dean, the ultimate symbol of youthful rebellion, was rarely seen without a cigarette. His smoking habit became an integral part of his persona as the rebel without a cause, a role that resonated deeply with audiences in the 1950s. Dean's cool, laid-back attitude was synonymous with his chain smoking, adding to his image of the misunderstood, brooding teenager. Unfortunately, Dean's life was tragically cut short when he died in a car accident at the age of 24, leaving behind a legacy that is still felt today. His smoking, like his acting, was emblematic of the culture of the time, an era where rebellion and defiance were celebrated. However, in hindsight, his habit also highlights the darker side of his public image. Dean's smoking became a symbol of the fleeting nature of youth and the fragility of life itself. While his legacy as a cultural icon remains, his early death serves as a stark reminder of how addiction and reckless behavior can intersect, cutting short what could have been an even more legendary career. Marlon Brando. Marlon Brando, one of the most influential actors in Hollywood history, was a lifelong smoker. Known for his method acting and powerful on-screen presence, Brando's smoking habit was a constant companion in his life, both in his personal time and while on set. His smoking became part of his intense, method acting approach, contributing to the raw authenticity that he brought to his roles. However, as the years passed, Brando's smoking habit took a toll on his health, contributing to the physical decline that marred his later years. Though he remained an iconic figure in Hollywood, Brando's health struggles were also a reflection of the price he paid for his intense commitment to his craft. In many ways, his smoking became a symbol of the cost of fame and the personal sacrifices that actors make in pursuit of their art. Brando's career may have been defined by his powerful performances, but his later years serve as a reminder that even the most legendary figures are not immune to the consequences of addiction. Lauren Bacall. Lauren Bacall, with her sultry voice and captivating presence, was another Hollywood star known for her lifelong smoking habit. Often seen with a cigarette in hand, Bacall's smoking became an inseparable part of her glamorous on-screen persona. Her iconic line, "You know how to whistle, don't you?" from "To have and have not" was delivered with a cigarette, adding to her sultry, sophisticated image. Bacall's smoking habit, like many stars of her time, was often seen as part of the allure that made her so captivating on screen. However, in her later years, the toll of smoking became apparent, and Bacall, like many of her contemporaries, suffered from health complications related to her addiction. Despite the negative effects of smoking, Bacall's legacy as one of Hollywood's most beloved stars remains intact. Her smoking, while part of her mystique, also serves as a reminder of the potential costs of a habit that was often glamorized by the entertainment industry. Steve McQueen. Steve McQueen, often referred to as the King of Cool, was a chain smoker, a habit that became synonymous with his tough guy persona both on and off the screen. His smoking was an integral part of the image that defined him as one of Hollywood's most iconic leading men. McQueen's gritty, rebellious roles were complemented by his cigarette, symbolizing his cool and carefree attitude. However, this habit likely played a role in the health struggles he faced later in life. McQueen's battle with cancer, which eventually led to his death in 1980, is often attributed to his years of smoking. While his career flourished and his iconic status as a Hollywood legend remains intact, McQueen's smoking serves as a reminder of the cost of a habit glamorized by the film industry. His legacy as the King of Cool is forever intertwined with his rugged image, but his untimely death underscores the destructive effects of smoking, even for one of Hollywood's brightest stars. Audrey Hepburn. Audrey Hepburn, the epitome of elegance and grace, was frequently photographed with a cigarette in hand, despite her otherwise healthy lifestyle. Known for her roles in films like Breakfast at Tiffany's and Roman Holiday, Hepburn's image was defined by her poise, beauty, and timeless charm. However, her smoking habit was a stark contrast to her refined public image. While Hepburn's lifestyle and public persona were synonymous with vitality and health, her smoking habit remained a part of her personal life, often overlooked by her admirers. Despite her elegant appearance and devotion to fitness, Hepburn was a regular smoker, which was not uncommon for many stars of her time. Though Hepburn's contributions to film and her charitable work are remembered fondly, her smoking habit is a reminder that even those who seem to embody perfect health may struggle with personal vices. Hepburn's legacy, one of grace, compassion, and classic beauty, remains untarnished, though her smoking serves as a testament to the contradictions that can exist within even the most flawless personas. John Wayne. John Wayne, known as the rugged Duke of Hollywood, was a heavy smoker throughout his life, both on and off the screen. His smoking habit became a part of his iconic cowboy persona, reinforcing his image as the tough, no-nonsense Western hero. Wayne's cigarette was often seen in his hand, whether he was playing the heroic gunslinger or a gritty war hero. However, this smoking habit ultimately contributed to his death from stomach cancer in 1979, highlighting the real-life consequences of the tough guy image he had cultivated on screen. While Wayne's legacy as one of Hollywood's greatest icons remains untarnished, his smoking addiction is a stark reminder of the dangers associated with this once glamorous habit. The Duke became a symbol of strength and masculinity, but his battle with cancer serves as a reminder that smoking can have deadly consequences, even for the most invincible-looking figures. Despite his health struggles, Wayne's impact on Hollywood is undeniable, and his smoking addiction remains an unfortunate part of his complex legacy. Marlene Dietrich. Marlene Dietrich, a German-American actress and singer, was famous for her glamorous, androgynous style and her unrelenting smoking habit. Her cigarettes became more than just a personal habit. They were often used as a prop in her films, contributing to her enigmatic, seductive on-screen persona. Dietrich's use of cigarettes not only added to her mystique, but also became symbolic of the liberation and defiance of the time. Her smoking habit was so iconic that it was often woven into the narrative of her roles, from The Blue Angel to Shanghai Express. As a performer, Dietrich transcended traditional gender norms and used her cigarettes to further amplify her image as a bold and daring figure. Despite the health risks, smoking was part of her personal identity, contributing to her allure and power. While her films are still remembered for their groundbreaking approach to gender and sexuality, Dietrich's smoking serves as a reminder of the complexities of her image, one that was as alluring as it was self-destructive. Robert Mitchum. Robert Mitchum, known for his tough guy roles in films like Out of the Past and Cape Fear, was a chain smoker throughout his life. His smoking was not just a personal habit, it was part of the persona that made him one of the most iconic actors of Hollywood's golden age. Mitchum's cigarette was often an extension of his gritty, no-nonsense character, adding to his tough exterior and nonchalant attitude. However, Mitchum's smoking also had a profound impact on his health in later years, contributing to various health issues that marred his otherwise legendary career. While Mitchum was able to portray a seemingly invincible figure on screen, his personal life was often plagued by the consequences of his smoking. His tough guy image may have made smoking seem glamorous, but his health struggles in later life show the harsh reality behind the image. Mitchum's smoking is a reminder that even the most powerful Hollywood figures are not immune to the damaging effects of addiction, and his legacy, though celebrated, includes the lessons learned from his personal challenges. These famous Hollywood smokers show how smoking became an icon in popular culture. We hope this video has provided you with some interesting insights and a different perspective on the Hollywood of yesteryear. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications for more content on Hollywood Echoes. See you in the next video and take care.